Guys, welcome back. This is Mohammad Badruddin, and today I am going to start new topic uh, side by side with web application security, with web security academy. Sorry. So this part is going to be the scanning because it is a very important part if you are going to be a pen tester or a hacker, white hat hacker. This part is going to be very important for you to understand everything, how to scan network, how to scan the services and ports, and how you can get the information uh, from the remote host, okay, from the target host. So this is going to be very interesting and a bit theoretical part is there, so bear with me. So before starting this video and its content are only for educational purpose and I do not support any unethical or illegal act. That's been said, let's start the lab. So I set up this lab uh, in my local network, and I'm gonna start this by Nmap. Why I choose this topic with Nmap? Because I really love Nmap as a scanning tool because it has a lot of things, a lot of features that I really love, and most of the people love that and use Nmap scans. There are a lot of tools for Windows also. You can also run this tool on Windows. There are a few flavors for this tool. Nmap is ZenMap, that is GUI based. Okay, so and web based also. There is a web based version of Nmap. You can use that also, and you can generate the reports. So without wasting time, let's go to the lab. So my IP here is I'll make it big, vertical. Okay. So if I go and check my IP, so ETH0. So my IP is this. Okay. So I'm gonna copy this IP and paste it here. Tester IP. Okay. Is gonna be this. Then target IP. We don't know up to now target IP. So I'm going to check out the target IP. So for target IP, we need to scan the network. So for scanning network, I'm going to use sudo net discover and space -i ETH0, and for the range is gonna be 192.168.10 dot 1/24. Okay, so we got some IPs that's in my network, and I know these IPs. We can go one by one, but I want to save time, so I'm just gonna take this IP because I know this IP is the new one. So I'm just going to copy this and paste it here. Okay, so to be good view, I'm gonna, yeah, and I think select. Okay, so this is good. So this IP is interesting for me, so I'm going to tag this interesting, and yeah, just this. Okay, so now I'm going to use the Nmap, and before going to Nmap today, I'm going to cover Nmap for the TCP scanning. So if I go and make sudo nmap and just 192.168.10.191 and enter, so you can see it discovers these ports for us. So the target uh, machine have these services and ports open. Okay, so we can analyze later, and I'm going to describe the TCP scan basically. But before going to describe TCP scan, I actually want to give you a brief introduction about the TCP protocol, because if you want to be the pen tester or a hacker, you must have a good knowledge about the protocols and how those protocols work. So I open up this page. This is Nmap website. You can go and check it. So today we will cover the TCP Connect scan. So TCP scan is also known as Connect scan. But before going into this, I just going to give you a brief introduction. So TCP stands for Transmission Control Protocol, and it is also known as Connection Oriented Protocol. And this protocol is used for trusted communication between two hosts or more than two hosts because of its nature. So why it is known as connection oriented protocol or trusted, why it is reliable? Because before starting any communication between the host, okay, or with remote device, it uses three-way handshake, and then data is transferred. So uh, suppose if you are going to communicate with another server, so you just wanna knock the door, and you wanna check whether someone is there for whom you are expecting or not. So because if you just send a packet and someone else received that packet, so that's not good, because maybe you have critical information in that packet. So that's why TCP protocol is known as the connection oriented and reliable protocol, because before starting any kind of communication, it knocks the door and it checks whether that server and that person is there or not. Okay, so and before going a bit deeper, I just want to tell you about the flags which is used in the communication, in the network communication. So there are 6 flags. Okay, the first one is sync flag, that is also known as synchronization flag. The second one is acknowledgement flag. Third one is finish flag, reset flag. Okay, and after reset flag there is push flag and urgent. So uh, you must have knowledge about these flags also. Okay, about these all the 6 flags, because in the scanning or in the uh, communication part, network communication part, you must know the role of these flags and how they work. Okay, so in a brief, I am going to tell you about the flags, about these flags. So the first one is synchronization or sync flag. So in TCP communication or connection oriented communication, before sending data, the source always send synchronization flag in the packet so that it can check whether the receiver is there or not. And if receiver is there, then it will send a packet to the source with acknowledgement flag that okay, I am here, fine. And the third one is finish flag. So this flag is basically used to request for connection termination. Okay, so whenever you completed your communication, at that instant your source send a packet having finish flag to terminate the connection. Fine. The fourth one is reset flag. So it is also used to terminate the connection. Okay, but there is a difference between finish flag and the reset flag. So the finish flag gracefully terminates the connection, but reset flag just stop communicating. Okay, there is one more difference, that in the finish flag case, only one side of conversation is stopped, while with the reset flag the whole conversation is stopped. And the third difference is, in the finish flag no data loss, but in the reset flag the data is discarded. Means maybe if there is some data which must be go to the destination, but after sending the reset flag that data will be discarded. So these are the few difference between these flags. Now the push flag is also transport layer by default wait for some time for application layer to send enough data equal to maximum segment size so that the number of packet transmitted on the network minimizes, which is not desirable by some application like interactive applications of chatting. Fine. So uh, the last flag is urgent flag. So if you send a packet to the destination with urgent flag, so data inside the segment with urgent flag, or if the value of the urgent flag is 1, so the application layer immediately start communicating or receiving the data from you. Okay, so these are the flags. Now why I told you about these flags, because in these scanning part you are going to face these all the things. Okay, so I'm as we know, we uh, in the target machine or in the target server, these are the ports which is open, right, which are open. So I will take only one port and I will scan this port with the TCP scan, and I will show you how that scanning process is done. Okay, so I open up a tool that is known as Wireshark. This is a packet capture and packet sniffing tool. So we will scan and capture the packet here, and we will see, okay, what is happening behind the hood. Okay, because we need to know this also. So what I'm going to do, I'm just gonna clear this, and before clearing this I just going to copy and paste here, and I'm going to pick just one port and one service so that we will know. Fine, so let's go and do this. Clear, and what I'm gonna do, nmap uh, space hyphen s t. This is the argument if you want to scan TCP, if you are going for the TCP scan. So after nmap command you have to choose this uh, space hyphen capital T, and then you need to choose the port. If you do not choose this port, so it will scan all the ports, but I don't want to make mess in the Wireshark, so that you can understand things with less packets. Okay, so just 21, and the target IP is 10, no, not 10, it's 192.168.10.191. And did we put it here? No, so 192.168.10.191. Okay, so before we start, we go, and because our Ethernet 0 is active port, so I'm going to choose this, and I started. So now start the nmap scan. As you can see, it's finished the scan process and give you, okay, the port is open and service is FTP. Now go back here, stop the scan, and in the filters I just say I want to see only TCP packets. Oof, a lot of packets are there. Okay, uh, but uh, you can see this section, this one, the first 4 packets. Okay, so what is happening here, actually I want to make it more, just wait a moment. uh, I want to scan again and start it again, and stop it. Yeah, so I started the scan and start the Wireshark and just capture the TCP packets. So these 4 TCP packets are there. So this IP is my IP and this IP is the target IP. Okay, all the protocols packets having protocol TCP, this is the length of the packet and this is the information. So what happened in TCP scan, as you can see here, first the source will send a packet having sync flag to the destination on the port for which you are scanning. So same like here, what we are scanning the only port 21. Okay, so my system sent a packet to the destination with sync flag. Then what happened? The remote device see, okay, I got a sync packet, so someone is trying to synchronize. So then the source this time is gonna be the target machine, and the destination is my machine. Protocol is TCP, and the destination machine will send us a packet having synchronize and acknowledgement flag. Okay, so this synchronize and acknowledgement flag tells my machine, okay, the target will say, okay, I am here, I acknowledge that I am here, and you can start the other process. Okay, then in the third packet, you can see now my machine, means source, will send a packet to the destination target machine, and it will put a flag, that is acknowledgement flag, in the packet. And what it said, okay, so I knock your door, you said, okay, I am here, now I am going to establish the connection with you. Okay, so after this acknowledgement packet, data is gonna be transmit, and both device can communicate. And after communication, means once my machine scan that, okay, FTP port is open on 21 port number, FTP service is running on 21 port number. So after that, the purpose is solved. Now my machine again send a reset flag packet, okay, with the acknowledgement to the target that, okay, I am done, so just reset the connection. So the target machine will terminate the connection. So you can see it will kill the connection. Fine. So this is the whole process, and for further uh, study, you can go inside these packets and you can see the layers. Okay, all these things you can go and check. Okay, so thank you very much for this video, for watching this video, and in the next video I will show you the sync scan of Nmap. Bye.